What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So last we left off, we had pulled the motor out and turned out that the motor was bad, and we had pretty bad we got Rudy right here. Rudy's gonna be reassembling the motor because we got it back, but there was definitely a bunch of stuff wrong with the motor itself. So what did the machine guy say?
The machinist said that there was 4 out of 6 cylinders that were ovaled out. So essentially what happened, they measured, but they found out that they had not, I guess that the previous person had not done the machining work necessary to fit the pistons. The pistons were measured out, all of that was good. The cylinders were ovaled, and so essentially it wasn't true circle, or it wasn't round, it wasn't, sealing up properly all the way through the cylinder. And that
The piston ring gaps,
and the ring
and
gaps.
the bearing measurements and all that stuff.
Okay, so basically nothing was measured out. Everything was just tossed in there. Not very good thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now everything was properly measured out. Cylinders are fitted. Rings were measured out properly. So everything is to spec at this point forward.
So if you guys saw the last video, you can see the pistons kind of rocking back and forth inside the cylinder walls. They would like literally shake side to side like this. And you can see all the scorching marks on all 6 cylinders, right?
Again, moving forward, everything's measured out. We should not have that kind of issue at all.
Yeah.
All of the ring gaps were properly set, and hopefully this is it. Actually, not hopefully, this will be it.
Yeah, so everything's actually properly torqued, spec'd, better than the first time around. You guys can see all the honing properly done in here.
This was redone, so now we know for a fact, going back in, we're not gonna have these issues. Turbos have been rebuilt at some point, and then now going forward, here it is. We're about to reassemble this thing and hopefully see dyno pretty soon.
Hopefully finally soon for the first time. I know I've been mentioning a lot that we were supposed to get this car tuned since last year. This car essentially got up and running June last year, technically for its first start, but we didn't do its first drive until this year. And then just to find out that the whole, everything was all out of whack with the motor. The motor was smoking. You guys can see it through the exhaust in this clip right here. You guys can see a ton of smoke coming out, and basically that's all. And we knew it had a problem. So now we're gonna do things right this time around, doing everything ourselves from beginning to end. I should have had Rudy's machine guy take care of me from the first time around, but instead I got fucked over again in Santa Barbara when I was out there. I trusted the wrong people. So now here we are for the 4th time on this motor rebuild, and putting thousands more into this thing.
For the record, I told him from the very beginning.
He did tell me from the very beginning to rebuild my original 250-mile motor, and I just kind of wanted things done ASAP, and now 3.5 years later, here we are. So Rudy's gonna get started on putting this thing back together. I'm gonna set you guys on time lapse and get some cinematic clips for you guys on the rebuild process. we ended up doing some additional touches. So we got the upper oil pad polished. We got the crank pulley chromed, the crank bolt chromed, even polished these little brass fittings for the turbo feed lines, oil feed lines on those. And to top it off, what we're gonna be adding to this thing as well is we ended up going to ARP to basically get all nice 12-point bolts for everything. So these main big ones replace these gunky looking ones. And you got the cam covers right here, looking better. And then the 12 millimeters timing cover, the top oil solenoids ones, and then these other two 12 millimeter bolts that go on the bottom on the timing cover as well. So we ended up getting a ton of these ARP bolts just for the aesthetics to make it look a lot nicer instead of having to run these L-shaped bolts. That way we could just get rid of these things, because over time you guys can see that how they're starting to wear out right there. Like, they're starting to get worn out. Every time you loosen them and tighten them up, they end up trying to like circle out instead of being a hex. So we're gonna replace all of these timing cover bolts with ARP. I did have this ARP one right here. These I cleaned up, but can't go wrong with ARP. So we're gonna swap out all of the bolts on the front, and I even got some extra ones to put on all these empty spots where we're not using them anymore. So let me swap all those out. We're gonna get the engine harness on. We're gonna put this thing back on the rolling table, reattach the tranny, put the clutch, flywheel, etc., and get this thing ready so we can throw it back in the car. So we finally got the motor fully assembled now with the tranny, the turbos, the harness, clutch, flywheel, motor mounts, subframes back on, and basically ready to throw back in Ruby. I ended up taking the bumper off just to make things easier, kind of with the IPL bumper out of the way. You can actually see all around a lot better. So new heater hose for that side, because we ended up cutting it when we were removing the motor the first time. So new heater hose. I ended up getting new drain lines for the turbos, these right here. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. Shouldn't be any more issues. So that hose is for the heater hose that goes right here. The other heater hose, I have it in a little tub. I ended up capping these small ones off because the hose is ripped and AutoZone and O'Reilly's don't have it. So I just capped it off basically, because all this does is go from here to this little back one right here. So just capped them both off just to get it out of the way. So other than that, I think I'm gonna end today's video right here. In the next video, you guys will see the install going back in, and hopefully first start up with 0 issues this time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on some wood, because yeah, this is definitely has been a big process. I think you guys can see all this ARP bolts going on everywhere. ARP all the way through and through. Details. All the new ARP bolts. Was that necessary? Absolutely not, but makes the motor look a hell of a lot better. So that's gonna be the end of today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the progress that we made on the twin turbo build. Definitely has been a pain in the ass, but in the next video, you guys will see this thing going back in Ruby. But again, thank you guys for always supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.